Peace of mind. A lot of people say they want it. A great deal of people don't have it. A lot of people have the complete opposite of peace of mind, and that's a miserable mentality. Yeah, people are miserable. Sometimes I like to do these little videos based upon experiences that I have throughout the day, and an experience that I had today prompted me to do this one. I had a chance to converse, and I do mean chance literally. It literally happened by chance, or by accident. But I had a chance to converse with a very miserable person, and that person claimed that she wanted peace of mind. And you know what's interesting about that? Something I discovered for myself the hard way. Peace of mind isn't something that you can just boom snap into overnight. Don't work like that. It's something you've got to work toward. Peace of mind don't hit you all of a sudden and you're renewed like the Christians say the Holy Spirit hit you. Boom, you're renewed. Nope, not at all. Peace is a journey that you have to embark upon. And unfortunately, not too many people have the patience to do that. Think about it. If you're miserable, or if you know a miserable person, let's say it like that. If you know a miserable person, because more than likely, if you are miserable, you're not going to admit it, especially if you admit to being somebody God fearing. People who are miserable and claim to be God fearing, they're not going to admit that they're miserable. And that's one of the roadblocks, stumbling blocks that keeps them miserable. But again, people who are miserable, they don't start out like that. They gradually evolve into misery for whatever reason. I mean, for whatever experiences they've internalized that cultivated the mindset of misery, they evolved into it. And it was a gradual thing. It's so gradual that you hardly see it coming. And then towards the latter part of the journey into misery, you're just miserable and you hardly even know it. You just act out in miserable ways. You snap at people, you have a sharp tongue, complain about all kind of things, you know, and whatever else comes with misery. Journey into peace of mind is the same. You have to, it's a journey and it's a gradual evolution type of journey. And you got to approach it in a certain way because just like you weren't really trying to become miserable, just like miserable people didn't set out, oh, I want misery. They didn't set out like that. It kind of just gradually happened without them really knowing it. And peace of mind kind of has to come about the same way. Kind of have to come about the same way. You have to cultivate a skill set called self awareness. It's almost kind of like practicing Zen, but you can look it up. You can look up self awareness in Zen. But a lot of people think that they want peace of mind. A lot of miserable people. Put those miserable people in a quiet environment, like here at my home, it's pretty peaceful. And every now and then I have a guest, and they be like, "Wow, man, it's quiet and it's peaceful. Yeah, it is. It's the way I like it. But a lot of times, miserable people, they need noise. They are addicted to noise. I hear people often, well, I don't like it when it's too quiet. I mean, I don't like it. I need some kind of noise, background noise, something. Yeah. I even once heard a person say if it's too quiet, it would drive them batty. True story. True stuff. Yeah. Peace of mind is a journey, and you have to make up your mind that you really want it. You know, a lot of people think they want it, but they settle for misery because misery not only loves company, but misery is a comfort zone. You know, there's a spiritual comfort zone, misery. Strange because having a spiritual comfort zone of misery, it kind of usurps any other comfort zone you can think of. Like, you know, you're always having issues with other people, you're always finding something wrong with the world. Your mind is always going a mile a minute and, you know, with all kind of crazy thoughts and negative vibes and just negativity, you know, nonstop negativity. Psychology calls it neurosis, but it's because people have journeyed into misery without even knowing that they've done so. But again, if you want peace of mind, you can have it, but you got to have patience. And that's the thing about misery. Over the course of time, when you journey into misery, it destroys all kind of spiritual attributes like patience. You know, it destroys patience. It destroys uh, awareness. It turns conscious energy into shadow energy. That's what it does. So, depending on your level of misery, if you are miserable, you might have quite a task on your hands. And a lot of people give up. They give up and they just say things like, you know what, I just have to wait on the Lord because, you know, He'll take away all my troubles. And unfortunately, the Lord expects you to cast your burdens off yourself. Those burdens you've picked up on your own, them psychological burdens, you're supposed to throw those away yourself. That's biblical. You're supposed to cast away your psychological burdens so that God can give you the light. Why? Because you voluntarily, even though you didn't know you were volunteering, you voluntarily picked up those psychological burdens. You voluntarily became miserable trying to mimic the world in that carnal mind, and misery was the ultimate price you may have paid. And the only way you can combat misery is to pretend you ain't miserable, telling people, oh, I'm happy. I'm not miserable. Huh. Yeah, the human race is in quite a predicament, huh? Anyway, oh, there's the buzzer. My food's ready. But thank you for listening. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're not miserable. And subscribe to this channel. God bless.